An excellent wife is a crown of her husband, but she who shames him is as rottenness in his bone, according to Proverbs 12, verse 4. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about a topic that is very, very dear to my heart and to the hearts of many people out there. The topic today is treat your husband as a king. So join me, please stay to the end as we learn, unlearn, and relearn. Who is a king? A king is someone who is extremely important in a family, in a royal family, or wherever he's been ordained. Now, you ask yourself, why do I treat my husband as a king? First of all, according to the Bible, God has made him the head over the whole. The head, and the head wears the crown. Your husband is a king no matter what is going on, irrespective of maybe the state he is in right now, irrespective of what he's going through, mentally, financially. It does not change him from being a man. And one of the best ways to enjoy your marriage to the fullest is that honoring and seeing your husband as the king that he is, even when he doesn't believe in himself most times. That is why you're there as his wife. You make him feel and make him see that truly he's a king over your home, just the way God has made it. But for some of us, I'll be asking, how do I reference my husband as a king that God has made him? How do I do this? So that's why I'm here today to teach us several ways we can actually treat our husbands as king. Number one, by honoring him. Ways you can honor your husband are: number one, you pray for him. Every king, after being ordained, needs prayers, blessings, either from his elders, for every member of his family, to be able to rule and have a peaceful rule. So in a home, in a marriage that God has duly ordained, you are now in marriage together. So you pray for your husband. You pray for him. When he's there, when he's not there, you pray for him. At night, even when he's asleep, if you have the time, just lay hands on him. Pray for him. Pray for long life. Pray for prosperity. Pray for God's wisdom to run your home. Pray for God's blessings upon his life. Pray for the both of you. And when prayer as a couple, it is extremely important because, first of all, being a man is not an easy job. When I mean being a man, a single man that isn't even married yet, because it's just him, probably his siblings and his parents, when he wants to do. Because being single, most times it don't really put much things on you, especially if you have other siblings. But once you're married, your responsibilities has increased greatly. So you have to pray that, God, this responsibility that you have given to this man as my husband, because tomorrow is going to be the father of our children, and the more people into the family, first child, second child, the more responsibility for him. He has to cater for fees, rent, food, what have you. He has to go out almost every day and come back just to make sure the family is okay. So you pray for him. You pray that, God, as this man is going out, please guide him, protect him from evil, keep him safe. As he goes out, let him come back better than he's going out. Let him be favored as his work. Let him find favor with his colleagues. Let him find favor with his boss. You pray for him. You bless him. If you can hold his hand even for a step out, you hold him and just bless him. You speak good into his day. That is one way of honoring that man as a king that he is. Like what I just said in the book of Proverbs 12:4. It says, an excellent wife is a crown to her husband. A crown, a blessing, a joy, a peace giver, a love provider to her husband. She is virtuous. She understands things amicably. But an odious woman will bring shame to her husband because of her stubbornness, because of her dubiousness. You start meeting the man deep from inside. You pray for your husband. Number two, you support your husband. You support him. Every king needs a support. That is why you see when a king is being ordained, he has a queen, he has his elders, and he has his councils. He even has special advisors. Because as a king, he will need support. He needs all this support to be able to have a peaceful reign. Yes, he makes the most important decision, but the truth is, he needs support, he needs counsels to help him make this decision. That's why you're there as his wife, you support him because it's not going to be rosy 24/7. There are times that maybe he might even lose his job. There are times maybe business might not be booming the way it used to be. You might have no other option but to reduce your upkeep money, maybe from what they used to give you to something lesser because of the way the financial status of your home has changed. What happens then? Does it mean that he's no longer the king that you used to reference? No. One thing is for sure, please don't make finance as the key reason why you're referencing your husband as a king that God has made him to be over your home. Don't do that. When things are going well, you treat him as a king. When things are not going well, treat him more as a king that he is. Help him to believe in himself. Number 3, respect him. When you respect your husband, do you know what you're doing? As a crown that you are on his head, it tells every other person around him, neighbors, colleagues, friends, as many persons that cares to listen, that this man is to be respected. That is what you do. Can you just imagine that? Maybe outside your husband is talking to you and you're just like, hey, get out, useless man, wayward man, outside where your neighbors are. It's not even good for you to even say that kind of thing to your husband in private, let alone in public. So what will happen the day you walk into the compound and your neighbor's wife is calling him useless man, wayward man? What will you do? Can you have the mouth to tell the neighbor that stop insulting my husband, don't do that? You cannot, because they will just give it back to you and say, hey, which husband are you talking about? Is it the one that used to always insult? Then what will you do? Be a proper crown on your husband's head. Respect him. Love him. Be there for him. See, if you have been having issues in your home and nothing has been working, you'll be trying to resolve it. But most times, you know that maybe because of your stubbornness, mostly that's why you probably having issues. Try being submissive. Try giving them my respect. Try loving him. Try loving him more. I know you love him. Try honoring him more. And check if there will not be any changes. Above all, pray for him. Check your own attitude where you're doing wrong. Change yourself. Ask God for help. Change yourself. Then pray for him. And see if there will not be any improvement in your home. And another way you can treat your husband as a king is listen to him. Yes. Allow him to make decisions. It still reminds him that yes, the man is the head of the home. Don't always be the one to take decisions because your husband is usually letting you. Yes, if it's kind of a home that your husband are very giving the take any decision you want to take is fine. Anything you say, I'll go with it. That is a good thing too. That doesn't mean when you have the time, when he has the time, you will share things that are going on and explain to him apart the kind of decision you took and why you took it. That one means that you're including him in everything that you do. It brings a couple together. It makes him still understand and see that he is the head of the home, even as he has given you the mantra to do everything that you want to do, take decisions that will favor everybody. He says that yes, with that, you are not aligning him. You're still putting him above where he's supposed to be as a king in your home. And that way you can treat your husband as a king is seeking his advice. See, men want to always feel included. You want to feel included because have you ever imagined where they say something about your wife and you're like, how come I'm hearing this for the very first time? Like I've stayed with this one for over 5 years. How come it's the first time I'm hearing this kind of thing? Because he doesn't feel included. When he heard that kind of thing about you or heard what you did, he felt left out. Which is why you seek your husband's advice. You seek his advice. When necessary, you seek his advice. Tell him that this is what you want to do. Put it on the table. You guys should decide together. When he's talking to you, you listen. You understand where he's coming from. And if it's a good advice, of course, your spouse will never want to give you the wrong advice. It's difficult. You take it. Work accordingly. If you are forgetting along the way, ask him again, please, my husband, what did you say about this thing again? He will remind you. It shows that you are working hand in hand. Another way you can treat your husband as a king is be submissive. The Bible already says it that wife, you have to be submissive to your husband. I think originally feminism was all about um, equality for genders, socially, economically, and what have you. But right now, I don't know what is going on with feminism. So please, our advice, do not bring feminism into your home. God Almighty has already laid a proper structure of how the home should be run. Do not run your home the African way or the American way. Run your home and marriage the biblical way. Because every single obedience you do according to what God has said in your home attract blessings. Even if you as a woman, you're the breadwinner, okay, you're the one providing for the home, it doesn't make you the head of the home. You're still the wife. Accord your husband the respect. And another way you can treat your husband as a king is be physically affectionate towards him. This is your husband, your king, the one that God has placed above you to nurture your home, to care for your home, to cater for your home. Be available for him physically. Hug him. Express your love for him. Even when you're busy. I know sometimes you can be so busy. If it's a random hug, give it to him. Random peck, give it to him. Do you know what it says? It says that even in the midst of all this busyness, you're still my priority. I still have you in my heart. That is what it says. I still have you in my heart. Never make your husband feel like he's not seen. Don't do that. Try your best. Ask God for strength. And He will grant you the strength to have a good home. And remember that a king's food is never to be shared. Be available for your husband physically. When to you is not possible, then explain to him. Tell him why. Remember, a good home is like a mirror which the children sees through. It nurtures their heart as to how their own home might be. That's why you see when a child grows up in an abusive home, those memories, it's difficult for them to leave or move on past it. So it's shaping the children, either good or bad. Some of the boys, they be like, I saw the way my dad treated my mom. I don't like it. I never liked it. So therefore, in my life, I can never raise my hand on a woman. I feel like I can boy positively. But others will just continue the legacy of their dad, beating their wives, beating their partners because of our dream. So remember these last words. Your children are looking at you. Your sons are looking at you. Your daughters are looking at you. The way you treat your husband will tell your daughters how they ought to treat their husbands in the future. You know, when you're being taught theoretically, we have found out that when we do practicals, it sticks more for us, right? It's easier for us to give it back during exams, during tests. Your daughters, they're seeing what you're doing with your husband. They're seeing how you're treating your husband, how you're referencing your husband, both good and bad times. Your sons are seeing what it means to be treated as a king. You know? So even when their friends are getting it wrong, they can step in and say, this is how it should be. This is how it should be. They can correct their friends. They can even put it in their home and know what it means to be treated as a king. But they saw their father being treated nicely by you growing up. For your sake, for your husband's sake, your children's sake, love your husband. Respect your husband. Honor your husband. And you will see every blessing that God has ordained with all this obedience that you have chosen to obey in your home. We come to you, people. We come to your home. And as for many of us that are going through problems in our marriages, I want to know that it's gonna be okay. Just hold on to God. God will keep on being God. So hold on to Him. It doesn't matter what you are going through. What I did it for Joe is he available to do it for you. Hold on to God. Just hold on to God. It will change the illness, the problem, the physical ailment, anything you are going through. Just hold on to God. God will give you peace today. Love today, God will give you joy today. Just hold on to Him. Hold on to Him. Hold on to God today. He will heal your home. He will heal your marriages. He will heal your husband. He will heal you. He will heal your children. In Jesus' name. Amen. So till I come your way next time, please, if you are not subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. It helps our channel. It helps to support this channel, help us to grow, encourage us to put out more blessed and useful content, valuable content for people. So it's like on your way next time. Bye.